Hi guys, my name is Kelly and I'm the Beagle Lady, and this is a working video. I have 5 beagles today. One of them is currently on the table next to me and is making the camera a little bit wobbly, so I apologise. I just wanted to say hi, introduce myself. I have decided to specialise just in beagle behaviour and training because of my own beagle Daisy, who I adopted a few years ago. And the reason being is that when I approached other trainers to train Daisy, I basically got laughed at, told I owned a beagle, that they were stubborn, selfish, untrainable, unintelligent, all of those things. I know that a lot of people be told by trainers, which is just really wrong and really sad, because that is the opposite to what beagles are all about. And beagles need their own style of training which meets their needs, their requirements, because they are nothing like any other breed of dog. So if you're trying to train a beagle like it's a Labrador or a Border Collie, then you're not really going to get the results that you want. So I trained in behaviour, dog behaviour and psychology, and also dog training, because I didn't accept what people were telling me about beagles. I knew that my dog was intelligent. She was not unintelligent. She knew exactly what was being said to her, what was required of her. But there were some issues that we had, including behavioural problems, that we needed to sort out because they were causing us some massive amounts of stress, anxiety, particularly around, sorry, Willow's back on the table, particularly around chewing, destructive behaviour, anxiety, sorry, Willow, yours darling, and also things like recall. You know, we knew that she needed to have as much off-lead time as possible, but she wasn't getting it because she wasn't coming back, or she was disappearing, or she was going into the woods and things like that. And from everything I've read about a beagle, they need that mental stimulation, which then has a positive effect on their behaviour at home. So I spent hours and hours watching YouTube videos just to and I tried everything on Daisy, and some things worked and some things didn't. And eventually, after 4, 5, 6 months of adopting her, we started to notice a huge improvement in her. And that's what I want to sort of explain to you guys, is that beagle training or any kind of dog behavioural training does not happen in days. It happens in weeks and months, and that's where things are going wrong, because we are asking behaviourists to come in, or dog trainers to come in. They give us our program, they go away, they offer us support, which involves us having to contact them if we need any further help. And that's where it's going wrong, because most people see an improvement quite quickly in the dog, and then after day 2, 3, 4, the behaviour goes back to normal, and sometimes it's actually a lot worse than what it was before. So the owner then goes, well, either my dog's untrainable or the behaviourist was a load of rubbish. So then they don't contact the behaviourist because they've lost faith in them. The thing with any kind of dog behaviour, any kind of even beagle behaviour, any dog behaviour, we're playing with the brain of the dog. This is the most important part, and I need to understand that's why beagle behaviour training takes weeks and months, and you will have ups and downs all the time. We've adopted a beagle 3 weeks ago, Billy, and some days he's really good, other days he's reverted back to his behaviour that we obviously do not want, which is the whining and the barking. We also have an issue around strangers come into our house. He appears quite aggressive, but he's not, he's just fearful. So all of those things we're working with him, but we know, it's week 3, we know this is probably going to take 3 months, not 3 weeks. And that's why my coaching, my approach to behavioural training is exceptionally different to anybody else you're probably likely to employ to help you with your dog, because I am your coach. This is not about the dog, this is about you. This is about how I can get you to understand your dog, your beagle better, how to read their body language, how to understand about their brain and why they are having good days days and why they're having bad days. And then I don't leave you. I make you accountable. So I make sure that we book a 20-minute, 30-minute call-in every single week for 12 weeks, because that's how long my programs are. They're 3 months, because really to see a substantial difference in a dog, it's going to take 3 months at least. I'll also ask you to provide me with weekly videos so I can see in place and I can see what's going on with your dog, whether something needs to be tweaked, because it's a bespoke program to your beagle. Beagles are all different, we all know this. I have a female and I have a male beagle. Very, very different. They have very different approaches to everything that they do, including walking, eating, sleeping, everything. So programs that I give to you are adjusted to your beagle. So what we might start with might not be what we end with. I hope that gives you a little bit of an insight into how I approach behavioural and training, particularly in beagles. It's not a one-stop shop, which you will get probably if you go to your classes or your behaviourist who maybe has got a different approach to me. I understand that each dog is different, and I've got 5 beagles today and they're all very, very different. 2 of them are asleep inside. I've got a puppy who's about 7 months old now. She's actually chilled out in the chair. And I've got 2 boys in the summer house who are playing around like nutters, and it's 23 degrees outside. I'm going to have to give them a bit of a... Have a great day. I'll speak to you soon.